Welcome to King County at your service. I'm Jackie Ablao. Last year, a mudslide near Falls City cut off an entire neighborhood, but despite the rain and the pandemic, the Road Services Department was able to fix it and save the neighborhood.
A little over a year ago, this road was starting to slide. And there was a crack running from there all the way up to there. And you could see this road starting to go.
When this road was out, about 220 residents, little more than 90 households had the potential of being stuck because this is a sole access road.
How are we going to get in and out here? A lot of people have livestock, don't have options with relatives nearby.
We were monitoring it, but there was always that chance that the road could slide further.
A little bit stressful, yes, you could say that.
So what we found with our geotechnical exploration is that we're standing on about 20 feet deep of sand, and we had high groundwater coming up from that storm event, lots of surface water coming off that slope, and all that caused this area to slide. So what we did was entirely did a new drainage system. What you can see up here is a drainage ditch with 4 basins, but what you don't see is about 10 feet down, there's an interceptor trench with an underdrain system that collects the groundwater. We're collecting that groundwater and we're putting it underneath the road over this bank. You can see one of the pipes going right there.
A lot of the work was all underground. And so we had to install more than 40 pilings.
I am very thankful for your work, your long hours, and the quality that you put into this, because this is a beautiful road.
This happened in 9 months. It's astonishing and reassuring.
To have total access, unencumbered access to your home is everything. You know, there's that old song in the line, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Well, our road was nearly gone. So to have it back, obviously very, very appreciative.
What's it like to test positive for COVID-19? The Office of Emergency Management's Barnaby Dow talks about coping, surviving, and helping others.
It gives you pause. When it happens to you, it will freeze you for a moment, or at least it did me. We locked the house down. I went into a separate room in quarantine at our house. My wife separated from me because she tested negative, as did everyone else in the household. And I remained in quarantine until the 14-day period was over. I had extremely mild symptoms. I was so lucky. And I would say it was just 24 hours right after the test result came back. I just had some chills, pretty intense chills, and some internal distress, so to speak. And then it was gone. So I was extremely fortunate. After I finished my quarantine, I got a letter from Bloodworks Northwest and a research team at University of Washington asking if I'd like to participate in a plasma-related study.
Patients donate their plasma. It's called convalescent plasma. When you're infected with the virus, your body mounts an immune response. In that immune response, antibodies are created, and the antibodies target the virus, and that helps you fight the virus. Well, the thing is, those antibodies stay in your blood plasma after you're fully recovered. They stay for quite some time. And what the research shows, and what past experience with other viruses show, is those antibodies can actually help somebody else if you donate them and then they're transfused into a patient currently fighting COVID-19.
So we have collected thousands and thousands of units. We have transfused many of those locally here in the Pacific Northwest. And I'm also proud to say that we have contributed significantly to the national stockpile of CCP.
I am a public servant. To be participating in a program like this is just a natural extension of what I'm already wired to do.
There has to be a certain amount of antibodies present in order to help a patient. So some people who have had COVID and who get the letter won't qualify to be a donor. Some will not have enough antibodies.
I think what would be more disappointing is reflecting back on an opportunity I could have had and having said no before I even took a run at it. So all in all, it's a win.
It is an amazing thing to find something so positive to do in the middle of a pandemic. Anyone who donates blood, in my mind, is a hero. And they all donate blood because they want to help someone, and they want to help someone they don't even know.
It is a stressor. Talk to your doctor. That's what I did right away. Talk to your therapist if you have one. Get help wherever you can get it. Talk to your family and get support where you need it, because it is out there, it is available.
Caring for elders in your home during COVID-19. The coronavirus spreads through close contact. You can spread it before you even know you are sick. So even inside your home, it is important to avoid close contact with vulnerable family members to the best of your ability. If possible, spend time in separate rooms from elders. If you cannot separate, try to stay 6 feet from elders when in the same room. We know it may be difficult to follow these recommendations in your home. Do the best that you can for your situation. If you are the primary caregiver for an older adult in your home, take extra precautions when you help them with daily activities like bathing and getting dressed. If possible, ask someone within your household who doesn't leave the home to help them with these activities. Please take these steps when providing assistance. Wear a cloth face mask and gloves. Cloth face masks should be worn by you and the person receiving care. Use clean towels and washcloths whenever you help with bathing. Every family member should help prevent the spread of germs. Wash hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Avoid touching your face. Cover coughs and sneezes. If you have questions, please call the King County COVID-19 call center at 206-477-3977. It's open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. To request an interpreter, say the English term for your language when someone answers the call. Thank you for everything you do to protect your family, and please take care and be well.
The pandemic has been tough for businesses, but a group of Somali community members are opening a new retail and gathering place in SeaTac. It's called the Mall of Africa.
Welcome to Mall of Africa. Most of these clients are immigrants, refugees, and after Bukhara Mall was permanently closed, they didn't know where to take their merchandise. My name is Isa. My profession is a pharmacist, but I am the general manager of Mall of Africa. There were times, like after working 12 hours, getting off my other work, I'll come straight to here before even going to my house and see my kids. So we wanted this project to be done as soon as possible. This mall is about 41 rooms. It was a great journey. Finally, thank God, we made it. And now it's going to be a big day for us to celebrate.
Going around town and people are going to see this and it's going to blow their mind to see something like this. Hello, my name is Robert Horton. I work with Metro Transit for almost 25 years. I'm a driver, and I'm also an artist. I've been an artist for almost 40 years. They wanted to celebrate Black Lives Matter and also do the community work of African American here in the city of Seattle. So what I did was I took technical drawing of the buses that they wanted to do and blew it up. And I did it specifically the size that I wanted to do. And then from there, that's where I started doing the designs and the drawings and the paintings. I mean, it's beautiful to see. I mean, you know, something like this, I'm pretty sure there's many children who, when they see something like this, especially when artists, when see something like this, then they have something to say, you know, I can achieve something myself too that could contribute to the community and to the city of Seattle. And it's so rewarding to see something like this. So hopefully I'll be able to get to drive it.
Have a leaky roof or plumbing problems? You may qualify for assistance from the King County Housing Repair Program.
Do you have a leaky roof, plumbing that doesn't work, maybe even a septic system that's not performing properly? My name's Clark Fulmer. I'm with the King County Housing Repair Program. We have been fixing things that have been broken in King County single-family residential homes since 1976.
So Tom with King County came out, took a look around. He said, yeah, no problem, we can help you with the plumbing. And he took a look at the electrical panel, which was only 8 circuits. And he said, yeah, this is outdated and it needs to be updated. And the roof was about 20 years old. So he said, yeah, we can do a roof too. I am just so grateful to the county for being there. There's no way I could have afforded to do the plumbing and electrical in a roof. I mean, that's well over $30,000 worth of work.
Our loans can go up to as high as $25,000. If the homeowner is able to contribute, we would match them up to another $25,000. It's a zero interest, zero payment loan, and that is paid back when you sell the home or refinance the home. We have the mobile home grant, and it's specifically set out for homeowners that own their own mobile home on leased land.
I bought this house 7 years ago. I paid cash for it. I was getting a leak. Once the roof starts leaking, you know, you figure that it has to be repaired. He looked at my bathroom and he saw that it was very difficult for me to use because of my disability. So he said, well, why don't we see if we can't do something for you? And I thought they did a marvelous job. There are a lot of us here that don't have much money, but we have friends. And thank goodness for friends in King County.
Typically, our clients are on a fixed Social Security type income.
I get disability from the VA, and I get Social Security. There was a brochure down there that says King County will help veterans with improvements to their home. This house was carpeting, very funky carpet. And with the wheelchair, it was almost impossible to get around the house. They came in and they said, yes, we can put the hardwood floor throughout the entire house. And we'll convert your tub to a full-size shower. It's been a lifesaver for me because now I can get in and out of the house.
We have a home access modification program specifically for renters. We'll get into wheelchair ramps, grab bars, lifts on occasion, to help those folks that are in a renting situation. We also offer an emergency grant program for homeowners that are at 50% of King County median income or below, up to a total of $6,000 to fix those things that need to be done right now. Call us at 206-263-9095, and that will start the ball rolling.
What's the best way to use science to protect water for people and salmon? Well, King County is developing a water quality toolkit.
King County is committed to spending billions of dollars in the next decade to protect our water quality. We want future generations to be able to swim in our waters without having to worry about beach closures, harvest shellfish without worrying about getting sick. We want to make sure that we have thriving orca populations and salmon populations, and that people can enjoy and be rooted into this place. In order to make sure that we can really bring about the outcomes that we want, we need to make sure that we are using the latest science. This toolkit is working to bring the science to decision makers so that we can get the best outcomes for people, salmon, and orca. So we have 3 tools in the toolkit. The first is a pollutant loading model. That means we're looking at where are pollutants coming from across the landscape. We look at how much rain is falling. Then we have maps that look at how much impervious surface do we have. Where are there roads? Where are there forests? Those are going to handle rain really differently. Then our next tool is looking at how effective are different actions at removing pollutants and how much do each of those cost and where can they be installed. Rain gardens, street sweeping, regional stormwater treatment facilities. How much do they cost and how effective are they so that we can get the greatest pollutant reduction for the investments that we're making. Our third tool is looking at how would the actions that we take really move us towards the desired outcomes we want. Working with experts to start mapping out actions that are going to be most effective at reducing some of those problems that salmon experience, that orca experience, that are keeping people from being able to safely eat fish or swim or harvest shellfish. We're committed to investing billions of dollars in the next decade to protect water quality. We are learning from the latest science and bringing it in, and we also want to share it with our regional partners and think about together what can we do to bring about the best outcomes for people, salmon, and orca.
Thanks for joining us for King County at your service. I'm Jackie Ablao. Visit us online at kingcounty.gov/KCTV. See you next time.